Hey guys, what's up? It's Wolf here and only, and welcome back to some more Dragon Blaze Hero Spotlight. Today we're going to be going over Mikaela. So, Mikaela mostly specializes in Gungnir, and she is a rogue, physical, and DPS. She gives a debuff to enemies called Self-Inflict, which increases a certain amount of damage they take when they are inflicted with damage. Her first skill is a single target buff removal with a stun. Her second skill is an AoE, cast Self-Inflict. Her third skill is where she increases her attack speed, and gains immunity. She goes through a preparation stage, and she selects an enemy to fight one-on-one, freezing everybody else on the field, except her target. All buffs are removed, and only her normal attacks are usable during this time. Her first passive, she summons a guardian that cannot be afflicted by skills that harm summons. It inflicts damage upon Mika's normals, and it also inflicts damage upon Mika using her 1 and 2 skill. If Mika wins the 1v1, she increases her fixed damage. The enemy that is killed in the 1v1 cannot use their death passive. Mika's second passive is she gains lifesteal, increases dex for all allies. When fighting Gungnir, she increases additional damage upon normal hits. When fighting Gungnir, she increases dex, melee attack, and additional boss damage for herself. Third passive is increasing her physical attack. Alright, the plus 11 passive, which is your max passive, they have changed it to plus 11 now. You now take less damage from melees, increase melee attack, additional fixed damage for all attacks. When fighting Gungnir, increase physical, single target, additional boss damage for all allies. Plus 19, which is your ultimate passive. Normal attacks have a chance to silence enemies. Also, when Mika takes magic damage, her physical damage increases, and then she takes less magic damage. Plus 24 arch passive. Increase Mika's attacks in a 1v1. Inflicts 60% of Mika's max HP to attack normal enemies. Blocks heals. Increase Mika's attack. When fighting Gungnir, inflicts normal damage 6 times the additional damage of passive 1. When fighting Gungnir, increase normal, additional boss damage, and single target attack. When fighting Gungnir, increase physical, single, and normal attacks. Her infinity passive increases her melee attack and stamina. When getting ready for her 1v1, she increases her stamina and her single target attack. When fighting Gungnir, increase her physical attack, single attack, and melee attack. When fighting Gungnir, increase her physical, additional boss damage, and single attack for all allies. Alright, that is Mikaela's skills. Here are the skills for Exalted Mikaela. Alright, time to move on to First Impact Mikaela, which has no design changes as of right now. We'll probably get one later, or she'll probably just stick with what she has. Alright, here are the skills for First Impact Mikaela. She is still Gungnir. She is still a rogue, physical, DPS, and she also has her Self-Inflict on her normals, which reflects part of the damage one inflicts upon oneself. Her first skill, she has a single target attack, removes all buffs, stuns. Second skill, inflicts damage on all enemies, Self-Inflict. Her third skill, increases her attack, normal, attack speed, gain immunity, challenges an enemy to a 1v1, ignores immunity, excluded bosses, inflicts 60% of her own HP at an enemy, starts at 1v1, detects concealed enemies, remove all buffs, blocks heals, Mika only uses her normal attacks, increase damage received towards physical when inside of challenge, stuns the enemy for 3 seconds, blocks death passive triggering when the enemy loses, increases Mika's fixed damage when she wins 1v1. Her first passive, do not take damage from enemy summons. Inflicts 10 times normal damage, additionally when Mika uses her normal attacks. Using her first and second skill, inflicts times 5 damage. Second passive, Lifesteal. Fixed damage upon all attacks. Increased melee attacks, physical and stamina. Decreased melee received, increased attack. Decreased melee damage received and increased attack. Aura increases dex for all allies. When fighting Gungnir, inflicts normal damage additionally, and your normals become times 36 upon using normals. Personal passive, increase dex, melee, additional boss damage, normal attack, single attack, physical attack. Ally paths, ally aura, increases normal attack, physical, single, and additional boss damage. Third passive, increases her physical attack and reduces magic damage taken. And we all know this is just basically everything the same. And as you increase her, she'll get more passes, but we can't look into that, unfortunately. I don't know why they still haven't added, like, several stages that we can look at these whole specialty increases. But yeah, that is Mikaela. Basically, everything's the same, except for she just gets increased stuff off of her first impact. Nothing too different. But yeah, that's Mikaela. I mean, she's pretty good as a rogue inside of arena. If you're wanting like a good rogue that 1v1 take out some troublesome enemies, now and then she'll pick the wrong enemy to go up against, and she might die from it. Who knows? But let's just hope that isn't the case. Most of the time, Mikaela's win 1v1s. It just really depends on who they take into it. Most of the time, I see that she dies to Darkin if she doesn't get him in a 1v1, because Darkin is actually pretty strong, not gonna lie to you. But if she gets Darkin in the 1v1, I'm pretty sure most of the time she's gonna win. I think anytime she gets a mage, or probably any character that doesn't go off of normal attacks, sometimes she mostly wins that. But then again, characters that go off of like normal attacks kind of can destroy her, like Christopher. Christopher, for some reason, always wins against her, from what I've seen and witnessed. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a really good rogue, and you already have her like, plus 10 or nearly there, I would recommend bringing her, because, she's actually really good. And this 1v1 skill just is actually pretty amazing. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next Hero Spotlight. Until then, peace out.